So let's get into my unpopular opinions, even though it's not a big deal, because technically all of my opinions, my whole entire channel is an unpopular opinion. You don't have to agree. In this video, I'm giving my opinion, and opinions are like booty holes. Everybody got a booty hole. Today, as a cosmetologist of over 15, it's been a minute. This when I got my license. In this video, we're gonna talk about how, in my opinion, cosmetologists were their #1 weapon. Think about something, right? You have all of these different fads, right? You have the newest, one of the newest ones is the veneer tech, right? But before the veneer tech, way before the veneer tech, we had booty techs that was coming over people's houses and giving them booty injections, right? Where they was having a booty injection party, the same way that they have techs for teeth. They had techs for booties, right? So the reason that I'm saying, right, that I think hairstylists and cosmetologists are the reason why, it'll be there in a second, but before we even get there, so maybe I should change the title of this video, because then technically it's not our fault. I don't know. Let's unpack it. I don't know. That's why I said this video is not. It may have started innocent, but the innocence died a really long time ago, and in its place, what was born is a money making time, right? And it is so funny because this happened in every field. So hair isn't the only one, but black hair is just the one that they've been able to do the same way they did every other industry. And I know a lot of people aren't gonna agree with what I gotta say, and you're not gonna like what I'm saying, but it doesn't matter. I don't really care. It's an unpopular opinion, which means it's not gonna be popular, which means the majority of people not gonna like it. So go drink some water, some milk, or some tea, and let's get into it right here.
Reverse the way you wash day with ReVair, the low heat, zero damage, all-in-one dryer and stretcher that's actually made for curly hair. Our reverse air technology uses low heat and gentle vacuum suction to dry your hair in the actual direction of growth, smoothing and locking in shine in half the time of traditional hair tools and dryers. Cause less heat means less damage. Less damage means less breakage. Less breakage means less flyaways. And your curl pattern bounces right on back. In an industry full of tools marketed almost exclusively to thin, straight hair, ReVair knows natural texture isn't a problem to be solved, it's a blessing. Click the link and do wash day your way with ReVair.
ReVair is not created by a black person. This is the creator and CEO of ReVair, and he was inspired by his wife and his friend who used to use the vacuum cleaner hose to blow dry their hair. So they just made something that resembled a blow dryer tool. It has nothing to do with the science of hair, and this is the woman who inspired it. This is the person with curly hair that inspired the ReVair that they are marketing as something that was created for black women. And this is the wife of the CEO of ReVair, and this is the person that has the curly hair that inspired this creation. You guys, I love y'all so much, and I'm not being rude or disrespectful, but I really want us to do more research, because to be honest, black women are the easiest group of women to market to. All you have to do is paint something up pretty, make you believe that it's gonna fix the insecurity, and then boom, they market it to you. They put a black face on it, and then here you go. It's for black women.
In an industry full of tools marketed almost exclusively to thin, straight hair, ReVair knows natural texture isn't a problem to be solved, it's a blessing. Click the link and do wash day your way with ReVair.
But #1, when we're talking about Team Natural, I put Team Natural in the same, or like a Team Natural hairstylist, or a natural hairstylist, or a natural salon. I put all of those people in the same category that I put your veneer techs, your booty injections. I put them in all of those in the same category. And I know a lot of people aren't gonna like this, but I don't care. That's why it's an unpopular opinion, because the truth of the matter is, when you really go to the core and when you really go look at it, in certain states, depending on what the licensing is, if you claim to be a natural hairstylist, natural hair care is not really something that's regulated by state board. So if you are a licensed braider, you can also be a licensed hair, you can also be a natural hairstylist, right, with certain levels of provision, with certain provisions. But we'll talk about that in the video coming soon. But think about it, when we're talking about a veneer tech, right, we're talking about somebody who went and took a course, right? Now don't get me wrong, certain people who are team natural hairstylists have cosmetology licenses for sure, but we already talked about how I feel like they got there in this video, so I'm not unpacking that. And if you have a comment about that, I'm not gonna respond to you. I'm just gonna put the video link to that video in the comments, so just go watch it so I don't have to send it. When you think about it, it's the same thing, because you have so many different cosmetologists that are like me, that do excellent work, that give their clients excellent results. I know that for a fact, because within the 7-day hair growth challenge, they've all found amazing cosmetologists, and they don't have any of the negative feelings that y'all talk about. Some of them did at the beginning, because it's a journey and I teach them how to find the right cosmetologist, but once they find them, it's good, right? But the same way that everybody's making up everything in the hair industry is the same way that everybody making up stuff with veneer techs.
So all those photos and videos I just showed you are from somebody's home or their studio. They were not in a medical setting, nor were they in a dental office.
I just want to let you know that a little bit of the glue, I don't know what kind of glue, because again, I'm not no veneer tech. I don't do teeth. That's why I came to you. If you come to me, it's going to be about makeup. But I don't know nothing about no teeth. I know how I want them to look. I know I don't want to look like no horse and all of that, and I trusted you. I don't know if you was screenshotting pictures or what you was doing. I can't even talk. My mouth is swollen. These things got to come out my mouth. She tells me she got a doctor's appointment. She gonna try to see what she could do, but can I come to the shop? Maybe at 2 o'clock. To the shop. At that point, not to the office. I'm like, okay, just meet me at the shop. So I go to the shop. I'm sitting at the shop waiting for her, because at this point, I haven't been able to sleep, eat, drink, nothing all night, taking pain medicine. I go to the shop. She tells me she don't have the tool to take these partials out my mouth. Veneer techs don't have. So I am flipping out. She tells me she starts drilling them. She's drilling them, and I'm aggressively pulling them. Mind you, I don't got no pain medication. You ain't numb me up. You don't got the proper tools to take them out of my mouth. I am crying. At one point, she tells me you might need to go to the emergency room, because I think I might pull your real teeth out.
So you have people that are like, yeah, no, I didn't go to school, I didn't go to dental school or anything like that, but I took this course, and because I took this course and I got this certification and I got this paper, now I can do it. And then they get a website, and then they get some followers and stuff, and then it blows up. People start following, they see the before and afters, and then they book. Next up is the booty injections, right? No, before we even get there, a veneer tech is not real. These people are going to go to jail. All of y'all just letting these people paste all of these things on y'all teeth. 5-6 years from now, they're not still going to be out here, because the gig will be up, and then the government and everybody will have their eyes on them, looking for them, and you're going to be stuck with those teeth the same way that the people who went and people in the houses and everybody was getting the booty injections, right? Because just like with dentistry, you don't have to go to dental school. You don't have to go to dental school. You don't have to be a dentist. We have another one, which was BBL's. Now, a lot of people are still getting BBL's, right? We don't have to go into that. Y'all know what's going on with BBL's. BBL's is one of the most dangerous surgeries that you can get. A whole lot of doctors in the States do it, and there are doctors in the States that cause people to be not here no more. But the majority of people were going overseas and paying like $2,500, $3,500 to get that little booty done, and now everybody's walking around looking like an extra from the Bug's Life. And what else? I think that's pretty much it. If I think of anything else, I'm gonna put it on the screen. Then we got Team Natural. Over the last 12 years, there have been so many different types of Team Natural hacks, more than I can count, more than I can think of right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple of different clips to a bunch of different fads here on the screen, right? My intention was to go through a whole bunch of like different Team Natural hacks over the last 12 to 13, 14 years of my career, but I got irritated just looking at the coochie cream videos. This is an era, right? Mind you, when you're looking at these videos, some of these videos say 4 or 5 years ago. Those are the girls who are just not finding it. But if you keep looking, right? If you keep looking, what you're gonna see is videos that are like 15 years old. So when I tell y'all that I've been dealing with this and going through this and having these conversations with people for over a decade, I mean it, right? Because this started a long time ago. But of course, nobody remembers Monistat. Nobody remembers using yeast infection cream as a conditioner and having these concoctions. It was just as big, if not bigger, than rice water. So if you're new here, this is where my patches come from. I've been doing this a long time. And every different fad that you just saw, every different fad that you just watched, either I was like, no, don't do that at one time, or other cosmetologists were like, no, don't do that at one time, and the end result is always something bad. And then the people who make up the stuff, they always just come back and make up something new to fix the damage that they cause, right? So with all of your wash and goes and stuff, everybody who does with wash and go, you can't do your wash and go without a hair growth oil, right? And things of that nature. You think you need oil and stuff like that to make your hair grow, and it's just all of these different layers upon layers upon layers of stuff, right? We will literally be here all freaking day. Like, I'm not good. I'll put a whole bunch of different Team Natural hacks on the screen. And when you see all of these, right, what's crazy about it, when I make videos on my channel telling y'all not to do them, I only say I don't like 2 things. That's wash and goes and twist outs. But you would think that I say all black women are ugly, funky, and all y'all booty steak, and I don't say anything like that. I literally say, don't let your hair air dry. Don't just sit and leave your hair wet. Don't comb your hair and rake through your hair when it is wet, right? Just literally just small little nuggets. But look, I say don't do 2 different things, which is a wash and go and a twist out. Just think about the level of lunacy that has, because like I said, 2 hairstyles that I say you can't have, but flexi rods have at least 4 to 5 different sizes, right? And perm rods have at least 5 different sizes. So off rip, I've already given you 10 other hairstyles that you can do. I said you can't do 2, but I've given you 10 more in its place that have nothing to do with flat irons or blow dryers. You have 10 other options other than a wash and go or a twist out. But for whatever reason, it's something that, like, if I say I don't like twist outs, or if I say I don't like twist outs, or if I don't like wash and goes, for one, it sends the views all the way up, and for 2, it brings out all of the negativity that all black women have been having in their core, and it's so crazy. The easiest way to rage bait a black woman is to say, hey, they said they don't like it when you wear your hair curly and it's natural. They said that ain't cute. Rage baiting or rage farming is
internet slang that refers to a manipulative tactic to elect outrage with the goal of increasing internet traffic, online engagement, revenue, and support. What does that sound like to y'all?
I'll be like, what? What did you say? I'm not pretty, what?
And it's just like, we have to get to a place where it's not so easy for us to be rage baited against each other. We have to open our eyes to look at patterns. But when you so mad and when you in your feelings all the time, and when you always think somebody trying to say something to you or somebody trying to attack you, girl, then you can't look at patterns. And y'all have not paid attention to any of the patterns. It's literally the same thing over and over again. Y'all going and getting veneer, going to sitting in veneer text chairs, y'all going to all of these different eyelash people that got y'all looking retarded, y'all got y'all looking special, like y'all about to do, I don't know, all of this different stuff. Y'all walking around with cement, cream cheese booty. What it like, come on, man. So to me, it's just a it's all the same thing. Yeah, it seems like, oh no, it's different because it's natural hair. No, it's not. It's all the same thing. There's no respect of any craft. It's not just hair. It's not just hair. It's the medical field. It's everything all together. And so I don't think that the base of it has anything to do with, oh, somebody's trying to manipulate. No, but the people that y'all accuse of manipulating y'all are the people that are telling y'all the truth, and the people that y'all think are telling y'all the truth are actually the ones manipulating y'all. And it's so crazy. It's so funny to see, because at the end of the day, the people who are actually telling y'all the truth are gonna be the people that you end up having to go back and see anyway. Like, the majority of people who follow Team Natural, when they get done and all of their Team Natural stuff doesn't work, do you know who they call? Ghostbusters! That's who they call. Like, so that's why it doesn't bother me as much when people say things, because y'all see the comments that people leave, but y'all don't see those same people that leave those comments email me apologizing for the comments that they made and asking me for help, because the things that I told them would happen, they just woke up one day and it happened. Just like everybody who's going to veneer techs, their teeth are looking like Mr. Ed today and crazy and stuff, can't close their mouth. Or some of them, it looks really good right now, but when they start to stain, and when all of those teeth that you got that they put on, when they start to turn yellow and it's time for you to get them taken out, and then you can't find that veneer tech because it was illegal and they not doing it no more. When you go to see a real dentist, they're not gonna do it. The majority of dentists are not gonna do it. It's the same thing in the hair industry, because now that hair weathering has set in all of these years later, now everybody has all of these massive forms of alopecia, different forms of scalp inflammation, all of that. And the majority of cosmetologists like me are either not doing hair anymore because they've shifted into something else in the cosmetology field, or they have closed books and they're not taking new clients. So the only people that you're stuck with are the people who are making things up. It's literally the same thing. It's no different from Team Natural and Team Booty Shot. Literally everything's the same across the board. So you're taking you with you everywhere you go. And the reason that I opened it up saying that cosmetologists are the problem is because I feel like it's went on so long with the field of cosmetology, because most cosmetologists jump right in with the people who are making everything up. You're not seeing dentists, like real dentists, promoting anything that veneer techs do or anything that veneer techs say. You don't see a licensed medical doctor, a real life certified dentist, right? You don't see them. They're all speaking against it. 100%. But within the hair industry, because so many black women fell for the Team Natural rhetoric, they were all losing money on their bottom line. So they've all converted over. And the thing is, you'll tell a lie for so long, or you'll tell a mistruth or a twisted truth for so long, you begin to believe it. And not only do you begin to believe it, you begin to fight against it with stupidity. And like it's literally like real life cosmetologists are arguing with me about stuff like this when, oh my god, you can learn, we learned this in school. Like this comment here, she had this whole long essay, and y'all can read that yourself, but the part that stood out was her telling me that I'm spreading misinformation because I'm saying that a leave-in conditioner is a heat protectant, and she said that I'm lying and the heat is not. I was gonna do a full live, but I'm just not doing that. Like I'm just, girl, I'm not making no full live. I was gonna do a live and break it down. I'm not, because it's annoying. And guess what, 5 years from now, nobody's gonna be talking about any of this. The same way nobody's talking about monostat no more, the same way people are barely talking about rice water. Like it's all gonna be something people gonna be like, what, we did that? I don't remember. This is a licensed cosmetologist that told me that me saying that nothing but shampoo goes on the scalp and that a leave-in conditioner is a heat protectant is spreading misinformation. This is somebody with a cosmetologist. You see her.
Book an appointment with your dermatologist and ask them if I'm making this up. This is the sebaceous gland that produces sebum. What you're looking at is the sebum and the hair shaft that is coated in sebum before it elects out of the pore. It covers the scalp, and what it also does, it makes it easier for you to comb your hair. But your scalp has a lot of natural bacteria and yeast, and its favorite food is that sebum. So if you do not clean the scalp properly, or if you put things like oil and butters, what you do is you actually energize that bacteria and that yeast. I have a full video giving you the actual names of these bacterias, and this is when you get your blackheads, your whiteheads on the face and on the skin of the scalp, on the scalp. So this is why I say nothing goes on the scalp but shampoo unless you're trying to cure an infection. This is a natural skin cell turnover cycle that happens every 28 days, where the dead skin on your scalp, it falls off and the new cells make their way up with more hair. So if you are constantly greasing the scalp, you throw off this cycle. The only thing that goes on the scalp is shampoo to cleanse off the natural oils that are coming out of the scalp, and that is it, and that is all. If you want to know more information, check all of the different playlists in the description box below. But the more you oil the scalp, the more you feed that colonizing bacteria, and then long term down the line, the follicle weathers, and before you know it, there is no hair whatsoever in the calcified follicle.
Look at her face. She has a cosmetology license saying this. This is why there's so much confusion, because if I haven't been to cosmetology school and I have one cosmetologist saying a leave-in conditioner is your heat protector for your blowout, and one saying, oh, this is misinformation, she lying, she making it up, I would be confused too. But let me ask you this. I'm saying that a leave-in conditioner is a heat protectant, right? Kimber also says that their leave-in conditioner is a heat protectant for up to 450 degrees. So again, do you see what I mean? It's literally just like madness. Like everybody's crazy, everybody's just copying each other, making up stuff, everybody's rage baiting each other. There's no difference from Team Natural, Team Veneer Tech, Team Booty Injection. It's literally all the same thing. But if we go to Team Science, we don't have to go back and forth, right? Because am I saying all plastic surgeons are good? No, there are some licensed, like certified plastic surgeons that are unaliving people, like in real life. That's why it's up to you to know the science, to take your time, to do your research, right? That's pretty much all I really have to say about that. I don't really have a closer. That's all I really gotta say. And I think that it's funny. I think that is something like a Netflix special that at this point I kind of just sit back and watch, like, girl, shut up, because I'm no longer at the place in my career where I have to show and prove. I've already done that. Let me know in the comments what you think about my opinion. I would love to know your opinion too. I'm not gonna delete anybody's comments. If it's anybody catty, I'm just gonna skate past y'all comments and y'all talk to each other in the comments. I'm gonna try, when I do opinion-based videos like this, not to read my comments, because that's when the grandkids come out, when I leave my opinions. That's not true. The grandkids be out all the time. But anyway, I love y'all. I wonder what the next fad is going to be.